Hello everyone, happy Monday and welcome back to my channel. I'm Annie Catabrica Alosa and I am going to be bringing through some energy themes for the coming week. I've already tuned into my higher self, to my guides, and to your higher selves and your guides. And I've drawn a card from the Rainforest Wisdom deck, which is the Oracle card deck that I created. I haven't looked at the card yet. Let's see what we got for the week. Creativity. This is the Royal Flycatcher. So let's go in here and I'm gonna listen. My primary psychic ability is clairaudience. So I actually hear words, and then I also am a clairvoyant. So I see images, and that's why I close my eyes. It really helps me receive information more clearly. So I'm gonna close my eyes, I'm gonna listen and see what I can get on the theme of creativity for the coming week. I'm hearing that what could be happening this week is that we're getting ideas. Ideas are coming through quickly, and not only are ideas coming through quickly, but the action behind the ideas, the action required to bring the ideas into reality is also moving really quickly. So you might be surprised by the end of the week how something new has just kind of dropped in and snowballed and gained momentum, and all of a sudden it's just here and it exists in our lives. And let's look at what this has to do with creativity. So if this is the case for you, if the muses are speaking to you this week, if something comes through, all of a sudden it feels so inspiring and you can't help but follow the thread of where it's leading you. Your guides are saying that this is how inspiration works sometimes. When an idea wants to come into the world, it will find someone to bring it through. They'll find somebody to create it and make it physical. And so if the muses are speaking to you, if you're getting inspired and you want to take action on something, our guides are saying, you don't have to talk to this idea with your rational mind. You can talk to it with the part of you that feels inspired and feels the momentum and says yes to it. And of course, you don't have to say yes to it, but if it feels right for you and it feels inspiring, then our guides are saying, don't think too hard about whether this is rational or logical or whether it's the thing you're supposed to be spending your time on or anything like that. Just follow it. Follow the wave of inspiration where it wants to take you. Or this is also something where if you get this idea or if this inspiration is moving through you, it kind of feels like a wind that could come through and pass quickly if it's not like tethered somehow. Like it could float right through you into someone else. It could be a brilliant idea, but unless you do something to either like write it down or take some kind of real world action to tether it into your reality, it's the kind of thing that could move right through you and go to someone else. And somebody else is going to have that brilliant idea because it's more about the idea that wants to manifest itself than it is necessarily belonging to you. So this is a cool and interesting concept, and it reminds me of the book Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. That's a good one. And she addresses this idea in her book, and I tend to believe her when she says that the muses will move from one person until the next till it finds somebody who says yes to that creative idea. So that's what we're looking at this week. Let's see what else I can get. Well, what's interesting is that when inspiration comes, if it's coming to you, it's because it's choosing you in a way. It's because it's choosing you to be the person to bring it through, which means that you are in alignment with this idea, or like you are the right person on some level to bring it through. That's not to say that you should or that you have to, but just know that if it's coming through and you kind of wonder, wow, am I the right person for this? Can I really do this? The answer is yeah. Otherwise, it wouldn't be showing up. It wouldn't be coming in. Especially if we have been asking for inspiration. I feel like this is a week when our calls out to the universe could be answered in that way. So if you've been waiting to be inspired on something, maybe there's something stagnant that has been sitting, on your shelf for a while and you just haven't felt like picking it up. This could be a week where you get that burst of inspiration that says, oh, I know what I want to do with this thing that I never thought of before, or I, suddenly feel like it's time to drop in and put energy back into it. And here's the thing is that we're meant to act on this when the inspiration strikes. Again, I'm kind of seeing this passing, it's fleeting. Okay. It feels like you might spend 8 hours one day working on a project and bringing it to completion, and then that inspiration's done. It's just done. And so tap into it for what it's here for. It's here to come in, bring in this like flurry of creativity and momentum, and then seemingly pass on. So, okay, we can work with that. Let's work with it. Let's name it for what it is and work with it. that's what we're dealing with right now. Let me see if there's any final thoughts here. Remember that we don't have to have a perfect result. This could really challenge the part of us that's perfectionist, if that's something that you relate to, because our guides are saying it's better to just create and have it be imperfect and have it be in the world than it is to hold back on creating because we're afraid that we can't execute it perfectly. It doesn't need to be perfect. Let go of the idea that it has to be perfect and just let it be what it is. Let it move through you. Okay? All right, everybody, have fun with this week. And drop a comment if this happens for you or if you feel the inspiration. I'd love to hear what it looks like in your life. All right. Have a great week, everybody. I'll see you next Monday. Bye.